Hello everyone, so here are my colouring supplies and my storage for my colouring supplies. As you can see, it's quite small, but I'm really struggling for space as I don't have an office or a craft table. I tend to just do all my colouring at my kitchen table. So I need to be able to have it so I can transfer it from one room to another. So I'll start from the top shelf. This trolley is from IKEA and I got it in the sale, so I think it was about £25, and it's a great trolley because it's got 3 shelves, as you can see, and on the top shelf I have this little bag here, which is the bag that I move around the house with and has all my work in progress, books in, and the things that I use all the time. So I'll start with these little pockets. I have my Faber-Castell pencil sharpener and my Caran d'Ache pencil sharpener. I've got a couple of Prismacolors in here that I'm using at the moment. A rubber. These little triangle rubbers, I can't remember what they're called, but they're great. They're not very expensive and I buy them from my local art shop. And they're really cheap as well. At the end I have my pencil case, which has all odd bits and bobs in that I use all the time. So my blending pencils, my rubber, my Derwent electric rubber, Wink of Stella, Posca pen. Yep, just lots of blenders and things that I use all the time. And then on the other pockets I've got some more Prismacolors that I'm currently using. My Tagau pencil sharpener, which is great with the Prismacolors. And again, these are Polychromos and Illuminance Buff Titanium. And then inside the bag just perfectly fits what I need. So I have the pencils that I'm using at the moment, which are my Prismacolors. There we go. And I have the whole set of Prismacolors and they fit into this pencil case nicely. I have the 2 books that I am currently working on, which are World of Flowers by Joanna Basford and upside down, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Basford. I have some odd bits of card which I use to put behind the page that I'm colouring so that it doesn't indent into the next page. Just some really cheap pieces of card. And this is my swatch book, but as you can see from the front cover, my daughter has got to it and she's scribbled all over the pages, which is a shame because I spent a lot of time doing this. But I've bought myself a new swatch book, and when I've got time I'm going to fill that one out. And then I've also just got a little book of odd pieces of paper that I use just to do some swatches and some colour tests, and then write a few things down of what I'm using. But again, I think I need a new one of that because that one's falling apart. So that's this little bag, which is great. And then on the second shelf I have my clipboard with my Kelly O'Gorman work of progress on. I have my Derwent pencils in this lovely wooden box. the full set. I'm not sure if it's 72. But these are lovely pencils. And then I've also got my full set of Jelly Roll pens, which comes in a nice little handy plastic case, which keeps them all together. And then it also came with a little swatch card, which you can fill in yourself so you can see what colours you've got. And then on the third shelf, I have my pastel fixative. I have a pencil case of all my Posca pens, all different colours. I've got my new Caran d'Ache 30 Neo 2s, which I haven't used yet, but I think I might swatch these out in my new swatch book. Lovely, lovely colours. And then I've got some Inscribe Pastels by 48 set. So these are what I use for my background. Just open them up for you. They come in little tiny cubes. And what I do, I'll show you, is I tend to use a knife and then I scrape off a little bit of pastel. You can see that one. And then I use just a makeup sponge and use that on the background. That's those ones. And then on the third shelf, I have my various pencils. So I've got my Polychromos here, in my pink pencil case. In the grey pencil case, I have a mixture of full set of Luminance, and then I have a couple of Holbein, these ones and these ones, and a couple of the pastel Holbein as well, which I bought separately. Then in the smaller black pencil case, I have everything that I had to begin with. So I bought some Staedtler Tri Plus pens, they're all in there. Just some extra gold and silver pencils, which are Prismacolor ones. My first set of Prismacolors in there. And then my first set of Derwent Coloursoft and some Stabilo soft colour pencils, which I believe you can't actually buy anymore, which is just a shame because they're really nice pencils. Prismacolor rubber and a pencil extender. Oh, and also I have my Bulldog clip, which I use to clip any loose papers that I'm doing on my board. So that's the trolley, which is really good because it's got wheels on the bottom so you can move it around. And I've got this extra bag which I keep in my wardrobe because it tends to be the stuff that I don't use very often. So I've got one pan pastel, which is really, really light so you can't actually see it. That's why I don't use it very often. Stickle, Waterfall, Staedtler pencil sharpener. This little bag here I bought from a garden centre, and it's actually meant for tools and gardening gloves, but it's actually perfect for colouring because it's got lots of pockets. Another Faber-Castell pencil sharpener. And inside I have my Derwent pencil roll, which has nothing in at the moment, but sometimes I put my work of progress pencils in there to keep them together. I've got some cheapy watercolour paints, which I haven't really used that much because I don't really like using watercolour in the books. I haven't got around to learning how to do it properly, but with my Neo 2s maybe I can have a go. These are 24 Charisma colour pencils, which again they don't do anymore. These were my mum's many years ago and she gave them to me to use. So there's those. What else have I got? I've got some stencils, just a couple of stencils, some oval ones, some holly and some snowflakes, a square grid which I thought would make a nice pastel background, Hessian, and some bubbles which will be good on a watery background. I've got the Helen Elliston Colour Effects book, which is really helpful if you're needing some help on some gemstones or mushrooms, flowers, bubbles, anything really. So that's a good tip book. Just a plain sketching pad, which I haven't used yet, but just for doing samples and swatches because it's got quite nice thick paper as well. I've got a 36 set of Derwent Inktense, and as you can see I haven't really used them. I did swatch them out. I haven't had a go at using them yet. I've seen some lovely colourings done with the Inktense. And then I've got 60 Staedtler Karat Aquarelle, and these are part of the prize I got when I won one of Joanna Basford's colouring competitions. I got these and the Lost Ocean Artist Edition book, which was a really lovely surprise. These are nice pencils as well. I've got the 23 plus 1 set of Magic Koh-i-Noor. Just look at those. They're just lovely to look at. And they smell lovely as well. So those ones. I've got this full set of Black Widow pencils, although I believe they are, or if they haven't already, bringing another set out. I've got the Spider one, Scorpion one, and the Cobra one. So they're very vibrant pencils. And then inside I have just some odd bits and bobs. What's in this one? Watercolour brushes. And I've got some Tritone Koh-i-Noor, but I believe they're all just mixed up now. There's one which is very similar to the magic ones I've just shown you. And then just some odd pencils that I've got along the way. So for example, some Staedtler Ergosoft, some Derwent Pro Colour, and some Prismacolor very thin. Yep, so just odds and bobs in there. Put that back in there. And that's everything in this bag. So like I said, I tend to keep this one in the wardrobe because it's things that I don't go for all the time. And then the trolley stays out because it's things that I use. And then I have the top shelf, which is the little bag which I carry around with me all the time. So that's all my colouring supplies. If anybody would like to see anything separately, like any of the pencils, then please let me know in the comments and I can do a separate review of the pencils. Now I'm going to put everything back in its correct place. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!